impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, Andre Roberts for his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Darnold looking to start with a pass. Steps away to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing his Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards now. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. They'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A first down throw, Darnold. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It certainly feels like they're more stars in the tight end position than they were even 10 years ago. And I think think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out wide receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A carry for Foreman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now, it's game on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They kept their receiver in the short field, but now his quarterback took the ball cleanly to him before even got in double coverage to the edge.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here on third down, Darnold, and that is in.
The completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Wins his throw complete there to Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Darnold over the middle, it's Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Darnold to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On second and 10, Darnold. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. Here's Foreman. So we have reached. The time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Wentz now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the program, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Foreman. To about the 40-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. It's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. This game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On play action, Wentz rolling to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have to just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now Wentz again. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Wentz. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. This Carolina defense looking to keep them out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's give a bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little...
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Darnold to Marshall there. First down, Panthers. Back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Darnold wide open. It's Marshall complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down, it's Darnold. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these and keep your offense moving.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Wentz and the Commanders down 17-14, a minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Right there to break that up, Damian Wilson. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. To throw is Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Carolina offense about ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at the 40. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle feeling pretty good about themselves. Defensively, because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot, but you want to get the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt.